Hi Capricorn, this is your forecast for the month of July 2018. This is a general reading for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, or Capricorn Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign as well. Now, the underlying energy is this Ten of Swords. So for some of you, you have hit bottom in whatever capacity, financially, emotionally, or physically. You may have suffered some kind of loss. You may be dealing with some kind of serious illness, or you may be deciding that you are a survivor, that you've dealt with something for a long time. The devil says you've been in a chronic, long-term situation. And perhaps this Ten of Swords is the end of that cycle. The worst could be over. But it's very easy for you with that Five of Pentacles to fall prey to a victim mentality or to become a martyr for a cause. Whatever the case, this is the end of a cycle, some irrevocable ending. And you may be feeling a sense of personal defeat or failure. Maybe you've lost your health, your money, your position, your reputation. You could be dealing with people who don't have your best interest at heart. Maybe there's been a betrayal. People are talking about you behind your back. They've stabbed you in your back. You may be separated. You may be, dealing with bankruptcy or divorce or some kind of hardship. Again, maybe you're dealing with a serious illness and you're trying to get to the root of what that illness is. But this is the end of a situation. You will definitely have some kind of closure. So for some of you, you're bottoming out because things are happening too quickly. And for others of you, there's some impatience. You're struggling with delays because nothing is moving at all. And so you feel a sense of burden, as if you're pinned to a situation and you can't get up. But that's not the truth, because swords are merely your thoughts. So your thinking, your perception plays a large role in your circumstances. And again, you could be at the end of a negative situation where you are recovering, where you're getting some relief from stress. You've come up with some great ideas to solve some problems. And so this could be a new beginning. You've survived some kind of challenging or disastrous situation. And part of that may be because you recognize the need to turn to a higher power. For some of you, you've gotten some terrible news. It could be news about a death or an illness. You are dealing with something, again, that has been chronic and long drawn out. So the only way to get back up is to get your attitude in check, to recognize what your duties, your responsibilities are, to address those as best you can, and to move forward. This situation, or whatever you're dealing with, whether it feels like it or not, is an opportunity for you. Because now you have a new perspective, especially if you were strong enough to let some things go, things that you couldn't control, where you step back and look at the whole picture. You get to have a second look at a situation. And in that second look, maybe you're not as bad off, or maybe you recognize what you can do to make some changes. Now you can come up with a plan that really does work, that can help you succeed, and perhaps propel you to heights you didn't even previously imagine. For some of you, you are going to have to work harder, though. You're feeling a lack of motivation. Remember, Mars is moving backwards, and we can find ourselves in petty conflict. We can find ourselves losing faith in something that we were once very passionate about. So you're going to have to work very hard to redirect your ambition, your sense of purpose. And this is not the month to just throw everything away because a couple of things didn't go your way. everything is not lost. This is not the time to give up or, start letting your ego get in the way and close doors that you may need to open or burn bridges that you may need to cross over again. So this is about really harnessing that personal power, focusing your will to get up and deal with the situation, creating some magic, some alchemy, and stepping out of any kind of consciousness that has previously weighed you down. Now, this is going to be a challenging month where you are closing out some cycles, but you also have the opportunity to repair and improve and clarify some situations that are going to help you operate on a much better level in your daily life. You have two major cards, the Strength and the Devil. It could be the strength of your obligations or, the power to overcome some kind of limitation or challenge. There is a lack of sensitivity. Somewhere in your situation, somebody's being very cold or aloof, not being very supportive, and there is some turmoil, some outer forces at work, and some change that's going to come to your circumstance specifically due to other people. Now, fortunately, there's a call to action, and you're going to use the devil and the common sense and the practicality to keep your perspective. So there's movement, there's action, there's responsibility. You are moving forward. For some of you, this is about business. You're involved in something where it's slowly building. You're building a reputation based on your creativity, your credibility. For others of you, you're looking for that sanctuary, that safe place where risk can be managed and controlled. For others of you, there is a need to control or have control over your environment, perhaps to the point of obsessive compulsive behavior. All right, Capricorn, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please join me on Instagram or over at my blog for a daily post. And of course, you can always book a personal reading at thealchemistastrologer.com.